Before we proceed further, request you to please subscribe to our channel as shown above. So let's begin. In this video, we are going to talk about the total solar eclipse that is going to occur on 4th December 2021. This is the last solar eclipse in the year 2021. The previous solar eclipse occurred on 10th June 2021, but it was not a total solar eclipse. Also from 10th December 2021, there is a Khalsar-Payog being formed. So in this video, let us try to understand the impact of both the Khalsar-Payog as well as the total solar eclipse. Now this is a total solar eclipse. It means the moon comes between the sun and the earth, and the sun, the moon and the earth are aligned in an exactly straight line. And therefore what happens is the moon blocks the sun's light from falling on the earth. That is, the moon covers the entire disk of the sun. And therefore the total solar eclipse occurs when there is a new moon. That is, the moon casts its shadow on the earth. Now the maximum eclipse is seen at around 7:33 UTC time, which corresponds to 1 PM in Mumbai. But this eclipse will not be visible in India. It will be visible in South America, South Africa, Antarctica and parts of Australia. Now let us look at the solar eclipse chart, that is the left hand side chart, taken on 4th December 2021, 1 PM IST. And you can see this eclipse is occurring in the sign of Scorpio. So in the sign of Scorpio, you can see both moon and sun present, which means it is a new moon day. And Ketu is present there along with Mercury. Now what is the sign of Scorpio? The sign of Scorpio represents hidden things, buried things, sudden events. And what does the sun represent? The sun represents light. What does Ketu represent? Ketu represents spirituality, moksha, liberation, isolation. Sun represents our soul. Sun represents our ego. So when this eclipse occurs, the signs of Scorpio and Taurus will be the most impacted by this eclipse, because the eclipse is occurring in the sign of Scorpio itself, and Scorpio is the sign of sudden events. So there is a possibility that a sudden event, a sudden accident or a sudden catastrophe takes place on this day. Because Scorpio is the natural 8th house in the zodiac belt. When the sun is eclipsed, our soul is eclipsed. Our soul desires isolation. Our soul desires to move towards God. Our soul seeks liberation. And therefore, it is very good if you are able to meditate during the time of the eclipse. If you are able to pray during the time of the eclipse. Because when Ketu is with sun, it draws us towards God. It wants us to move towards spirituality, isolation and liberation. And for that, meditation and charity is very essential, is what is the message conveyed by this eclipse. Now, as we all know, the moon gets debilitated in the sign of Scorpio. And the moon is helmed between Ketu and sun, as you can see. And both are malefic planets. So the moon gets lost in the light of the sun. At the same time, Ketu is also creating a lot of mental tension for the moon. So this is a time when our tensions increase, when our frustration will increase, when we will feel something lacking in our life. And that is the real impact of this solar eclipse. Another thing to note is that the solar eclipse is occurring on 4th December 2021. But on 5th December 2021, Mars, who is in the preceding sign of Libra or Tula, will shift into the sign of Scorpio. So the sign of Scorpio will then have Ketu, Sun, Mars, Moon And therefore there are a lot of planets present in the sign of Scorpio on 5th December 2021. And this being the 8th house, it points towards some kind of violent incident on this day. Because Sun and Mars also represent intense heat. Ketu is also a very hot planet. Ketu is a headless planet. Ketu is like a mercenary. And therefore when so many planets are present here along with Sun and Mars, and this being the 8th house, there could be a violent incident in this time period. Now let us look at the second chart which I have taken on 10th December 2021. So on 10th December 2021, all the planets fall within the Rahu-Ketu axis. As you can see, all planets are between Rahu and Ketu on one side, and that forms a Kalsarp Yoga. Now Scorpio is Mars's own sign. Mars is like the army general, Sun is like the king, and Ketu is the body of a snake. So this sign of Scorpio will have intense heat, intense aggression within it. And this clearly points to some kind of catastrophe or a violent event between the time of 4th December 2021 till around 31st December 2021. The effects of the solar eclipse will also last for a very long time, that is till around April 2022. Therefore, from 10th December 2021 onwards, we could see a lot of things coming out in the public. Why? Because the 8th house of Scorpio represents hidden things, buried things. Sun and Mars are generating heat there. Sun is throwing light there. So all these buried things come up to the fore. Ketu is also exposing those things. So a lot of scandals will come out in this time period. People in positions of power, they are going to suffer in a big way. Because the Sun represents people in power, Sun represents government, Sun represents authority, Mars represents aggression, and therefore this points to violent incidents in this time period. Nevertheless, both these events are very good on a spiritual plane because they drive our soul to meditate, to look inwards, and to find God. So this is a time for soul searching. This is a time to do meditation. This is a time to introspect. And that is what both these events, that is the total solar eclipse as well as the Kalsarp Yoga, tells us. Now the Sun is also the Karaka for immunity. Rahu represents viruses. Ketu also represents research. So in this time period, new vaccines will come out, which will help mankind. But at the same time, due to the formation of this Kalsarp Yoga, the coronavirus may increase in this time span. So the period starting 4th December 2021 is a period when we need to be cautious. Because the virus can spread in this time period, it can increase in this time period because the Sun is suppressed by Ketu. Mars is also suppressed by Ketu. Sun is a Karaka of our immunity, our health. And therefore we can see lot of challenges in this time period. Now for India, we know India has the Taurus ascendant where Rahu is present. And therefore this is the 7th house for India. And it is the natural 8th house in the zodiac belt. Therefore, for India, sudden issues with its partners such as China may crop up in this time period. Border disputes may happen. There could be small skirmishes with China, small fights with China in this time period. And therefore, for India as well as for the world, this is a time where we need to be cautious. We need to engage more in prayer, more in meditation, surrender to the will of God. Now, Scorpio is a water sign and the eclipse is occurring in the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio represents stagnant water. And now in the sign of Scorpio, there are hot planets like Sun, Mars and Ketu. So what happens when such heat is given to stagnant water? Obviously the water will boil. which means that in this time there will be simmering tensions, okay, border disputes for India. And we can clearly see this. The virus will also increase in this time period. A good thing is Jupiter is in the sign of Aquarius. However, Jupiter does not aspect this combination of Mars, Sun and Ketu in the sign of Scorpio. But being in the sign of Aquarius, which is the natural 11th house in the zodiac belt, which represents our hopes, wishes, aspirations and desires, Jupiter also makes sure that at a personal level, our aspirations, our ambitions are fulfilled. Jupiter gives us the drive to go forward and achieve our goals, and that is a good thing. Saturn is also present in his own house, and Saturn is a judge. So whatever things the Sun, Mars and Ketu are exposing through Scorpio, justice will be done accordingly. That is, those who have misused their power, those in government, those in the army, those in positions of authority, those in corporate organizations at high positions who have misused their power, they will get exposed in this time period, and Saturn will do the necessary justice to such people in this time period. So that is also a very good thing. Venus is in the natural 9th house of Sagittarius, which is also a good thing because Venus represents diplomacy. So for India, this is a good thing from a diplomatic standpoint only. For India, the sign of Sagittarius is the natural 8th house of sudden events. Okay, and therefore sudden events will occur, but the diplomacy will be followed properly and things will work out eventually. Now, because the eclipse as well as the Kalsarp Yoga is formed along the Scorpio-Taurus axis, these are the two signs that will be maximum affected by this eclipse. So these two signs must maintain their calm, must maintain their patience in this time period, because both these signs are going to experience certain challenges, certain stress in this time period. So be prepared for that mentally. Meditate, worship Lord Ram, worship Goddess Lakshmi, and you will find peace in this time period. Now, certain do's and don'ts. During the time of the eclipse, it is advisable that pregnant women do not venture out. Second thing is, it is good to do charity once the eclipse is over or just as the eclipse is about to end. On this day, meditating on Lord Ram, Goddess Lakshmi as well as Sri Ganesha will give you a lot of success. So friends, the simple message is, this is a time for prayer and caution. It is not a time where we should get scared saying that something deadly is going to happen or something catastrophic is going to happen. Leave that to God. Do not worry unnecessarily. This is just a caution video, because a solar eclipse and after that immediately the formation of Kalsarp Yoga suggests that there will be lot of problems in this time span, that is in the month of December. Also, one more thing that I see is the stock market may crash in this time period. So this is a time for caution. Do not invest your money wrongly. Be conscious of where you are putting your money, where you are putting your assets, and be conscious of how you deal with your ego, because the sun is close to Ketu and Ketu will try to take away that ego, right? So when you are talking to someone, do not talk rudely, do not be harsh, especially with your superiors, with your seniors in this time period. Ketu can sometimes cause us to take rash decisions, to leave something suddenly. So don't do that. Have patience, stay calm, and you will succeed, and this time will also pass. Another thing to note is that in this time, waterborne diseases or water related accidents may increase. Because Mars and Sun represent fire, there will be incidents related to fire, related to terrorism, and the message that both the solar eclipse and the Kalsar Yog gives us is to be cautious and engage ourselves in prayer and surrender to God. So friends, thanks a lot. We'll see you soon shortly with another video. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please do so by clicking the subscribe button. For any consultations, email us at astrosevaworld@yahoo.com. You can also reach us through our website astroseva.tripod.com. So friends, bye, take care, stay safe.